The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
BronxNet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
And good morning, everybody, and welcome to another show. It's called Open, the one and only show that opens up the Bronx and the world to you. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS, your number one source for R&B. You can catch me on each and every night right after the Quiet Storm with Lenny Green, and then out in the morning with the Steve Harvey Morning Show. But right here on Open's Channel 67, we have a great one lined up for you. Coming up on today's show, we'll learn about an event taking place with a goal of equality. And plus, we'll take a look at an exhibit highlighting the beauty right here in our tri-state area. And after that, we'll find out about one Bronx group. It's doing a perfect project for our youth. If we're going to find out about that, then we'll cook up a healthy treat for you don't want to miss. And finally, we'll show you a quick full body workout to start and end your day on the right foot. So all this and more is headed your way because we are now officially open. Stay right there. Hello, everyone. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee, and today is Monday, November 14th. Time is flying, 2013, and you're watching Open, the one and only live interactive program that brings you the Bronx and all of New York City. We bring it straight to your TV set. And we got a great show lined up for you. But first today, let's check with our DJ, our resident DJ, DJ Vance Bracey. You know this guy here? He's always on the ones and twos, and he carries an 8-track machine under the desk there.
Vance Bracey.
Yeah, that's what my eye said.
Oh my goodness.
Look, Vince Bracey.
Dr. Bob Lee, how you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Did you check out the New York City Marathon?
I did. I didn't run in it, but I did get a chance to see it. I actually have a lot of friends that participated also.
Yeah, I ran in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
I just didn't do 26 miles.
On the side? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you run, you interview people. I had the WBLS microphones, and BronxNet was up right up above us in the Bronx. So we were talking back and forth. We were not simulcasting, but broadcasting at the same time with different radio stations and TV stations.
Nice. Well, I know it was it was a record-breaking marathon. It was something like 51,000 people that ran.
Yeah, and there was a young lady from the Bronx, Miss Debbie. Yeah, and she was in second place throughout the whole thing for the females.
Really?
She was in first place, and then the lady came, I think, with 5 miles left, and she came and passed her by.
I remember that. Yeah. I do remember that. In the men's and the women's race, somebody from Kenya won.
Oh yeah, and they're waving the Kenyan flags over there at the finish line by tapping on the green.
Yes, and they got a nice little hefty prize for that too.
I forgot what the prize, but in the past it was like a large sum of money. I think it was $30,000. I don't know what it was this year.
Now it's like $500,000
plus a Mercedes-Benz.
Really?
Mercedes still involved in it?
Wow.
That's what it used to be. But it was a good thing. I mean, if you were trying to get around the city, you could forget about it. You had to travel on the outskirts of the city.
Oh yes, I didn't do any traveling yesterday just for that reason.
So, but you had a good weekend.
Yes, always.
Got some good music for us?
Always again.
All right, there you go. DJ, you say it.
Vince Bracey.
See, I told you. On the ones and twos. And check it out, on November the 16th, the Depressed Black Gay Men Organization will hold a benefit. It's a nice gala, and they're going to be joining us to share more. We got the founder, Antoine Craigwell, and artist
Charlie Dominguez.
I was going to say that Charlie Joaquin Dominguez. He's here with us today. We welcome you guys to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bob. Good to be here, too.
You've been here before, and you shared a lot of great information with us. What are we doing this year? You have something nice coming up.
Yes, this year, the organization DBGM, Depressed Black Gay Men, we are holding our third annual gala at the Cumble Theater in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And it's actually a whole combination of things that we're putting together. We are inaugurating our first award recognition of Resilience Awards. We are actually going to have a reunion of all the people who were part of the documentary You're Not Alone.
Yes.
And we are also going to have an exhibition of black gay artists as well as performers, black gay performers, a whole concert series, a whole concert performance.
And Charlie Joaquin Dominguez, you're going to be doing your thing, right?
Absolutely.
So you got skills?
Absolutely. I
We're
like to
going to
think
try
I
to
do.
get him to sing. You never did the last time, right?
Well, you won't get me to sing, but yeah.
What can we get
you
you
will
to do
see
today?
you will see my artwork, my visual art.
See, he's an artist of another kind,
Yes.
artwork. Do we have some of that here with us today?
You have an image of my artwork, and this hoodie I created myself.
Oh, okay.
I've actually been a participating artist with DBGM since the first gala, and I take pride in being a part of the event because art to me is a form of, healing, and when it comes to depression, me having experienced depression since a very young age, art has always been a tool to help me through it. It's important for me to participate in this event.
So what does this depict right here? Tell us a little about that.
This represents my cosmic eye, the third eye, and all of the colors that vibrate from my essence.
You into the chakras and all that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, all right. There you go. Beautiful. Tell us a little bit about the organization and how you came up with the name.
Well, the organization is very, the name of the organization is very direct. So there's no mistaking what we're about and what we're doing. And the organization is just simply to raise awareness of the underlying factors that contribute to depression that a black gay man can experience, and to help prevent him from committing suicide. The rates of suicide are really high in the black community. Men, according to the CDC, men commit more suicides than women who attempt it. So there are more women who attempt suicide, there are more men who complete it. But what our organization does is try to raise the awareness of the underlying factors. So one of the things we're trying to do is try to get our women, our mothers, our sisters, our aunts, our grandmothers to get involved and to understand that the way that they interact with their sons helps to help their son to understand his sexuality and accept himself.
Yeah. What are some of the underlying factors that contribute to this?
What I've come across from my research is that there is denial of a person's sexuality and sexual identity. Being told you're a faggot, or we don't want no faggots in this house.
Yeah.
Or we don't want we don't want any sissies.
And that's from the parents.
And that's from the parents or from the community, from the schools, from the your peers, the people you hang out with.
So you get it right from the person that's supposed to love you,
precisely,
as a child,
who's already rejecting you for who you are.
And then you hear it again when you go out into the community.
Precisely. You get it from the church. So there's a church influenced that creates all this homophobia and the negative stigmatization and discrimination. You hear the church saying, if you're a faggot, if you're a homosexual, you will burn in hell. You will die. The church then says that you are not worthy to be a part of humanity.
You think churches are now opening up to gay
churches?
rights?
Some churches are opening up, and there are a number of what have sprung up are called affirming churches. These are churches that seem to create an environment, a welcoming, people who are LGBT into their community, saying, well, nobody is different, everybody is equal.
Yeah.
But there are still some of the mainstream churches that hold out that homosexuality is something that should not be, that it's not part of humanity.
I think the Catholic Church stepped up and said, we accept.
Well, no, the
right.
Catholic Church has not accepted. It's still, the Pope, the new Pope has made overtures, have made indications, but he is still a long way from actually saying, anything. Actually, a few months ago, he recalled an archbishop from Cameroon who made some homophobic comments after an activist, a gay activist in Cameroon was killed. and the Archbishop went on the radio and on television and made some comments, and he pulled him. The Pope has actually is a Jesuit, so he's got a very specific mindset, a way of approaching things.
But if you was able to speak to someone in the church of authority, what would you tell them about your situation?
If you're speaking to a bishop or an archbishop or a cardinal, one would suggest to that person that the interpretations of the gospel that Jesus, that you live by, that you preach, does not discriminate, does not alienate. If you were to go back to the gospels, you will see that Jesus himself went out among many, and he brought in those people, and he lived and he worked and he taught among those people who were the outcasts. And so if you're going to be practicing Jesus' message, then live and practice Jesus' message as is. Don't cherry pick the items that you draw from the Old Testament or from St. Paul, but you leave out the whole set of gospels, because Jesus never said anything about homosexuality. He never condemned it. Okay? As a matter of fact, one of the questions I would like to raise and said, well, how do you interpret when Jesus was in Gethsemane and he was being arrested, but the soldiers then arrested Mark? And the Bible, the gospel said Mark ran away and left his clothing in the guard's hands. Now, what was Mark doing in the bushes? That he had to run away and leave his clothing naked. So there are a lot of questions that homosexuality did exist in those days, but it's the interpretations and it is the messages that have been put out, that families, that pastors and priests preach to families, that families then go now and alienate their own children.
Yeah. All right, so you have this upcoming gala to support everything that you're doing here. And you have this fantastic artist here, Charlie Joaquin Domingue. I was going to say Dominique. No?
Dominguez.
Dominguez.
Yes.
So you're going to be performing. A lot of your stuff is going to be on display.
Yes, I'm going to actually have 2 human canvases body painted that will be part of the event. I'm also going to have 2 images that are reflections of moments of depression and then moments of joy, you know, so you can see the transition period. As well as a piece that I'm donating to DBGM, you know, for their gala, for their fundraiser.
Yeah, there's going to be an auction. What we want to say is that up until November 9th, if anybody wants to get tickets, they can go online to the Kumble Theatre and use the code DBGM13, and they can get discounted tickets. Regular tickets are discounted at $55, and the VIP tickets are $80.
Okay. Give us a website where we can go and get more information.
KumbleTheatre.org.
Say it again.
Kumble, Kumble, theatre.org.
All right, there you go. Antoine B. Craigwell, founder DBGM, and Charlie Joaquin. He's waiting for me to say his name.
Dominguez.
Charlie Joaquin Dominguez. Thank you guys so much for coming by.
Thank you for
Thank you very much
Share
again.
more with us, okay?
Yes, thank you.
All right, we got to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll find out about an exhibit featuring the beauty of the Bronx. Stay right there.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control.
To be safe.
Don't worry.
Just...
I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Maybe he's really focused.
Maybe he likes spinning the wheels.
Maybe he just loves trucks.
Preoccupation with objects is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today.
A single ember that escapes from a wildfire can travel more than a mile. You can't control where the ember will land, only what happens when it does. Get Fire Adapted now at fireadapted.org.
Barry, time is running out. According to my calculations, 1 in 5 kids in America struggles with hunger. How can so many children face hunger when there's more than enough food to feed them all? You're right, Barry. We can help solve hunger by teaming up with Feeding America to get food to hungry kids in communities across the country.
Help Flint and the Feeding America network of food banks get food to the people who need it in your community. Find your local Feeding America food bank at feedingamerica.org/hunger.
Together, we're Feeding America.
A single ember from a wildfire can travel over a mile. That ember can ignite and destroy your home or community. You can't control where that ember will land. Only what happens before it does. Visit fireadapted.org to learn how you can help protect your community from wildfires.
Welcome back, everybody. You know, from now until November 30th, the Focal Point Gallery will feature a one-man show with the work of Tim Moses. And we're pleased to be joined by gallery director Ron Turner to share more about what we can expect. We welcome you to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So we pass this thing, it's on City Island. We drive the strip all the time. We're always passing by. Now we got to stop and go in and take a look around.
Absolutely. I have a wonderful exhibition that opened up on Friday. Mm-hmm. It's a one-person show. The artist's name is Tim Moses. And it's a retrospective of his work. It's about 20 years worth of images that he's done around City Island, Pelham Bay. He's also a sailor, so it shows his love for sailing.
Wow.
He's a scuba diver, so it also reflects his love for the water
so he has
underneath
underwater pictures
of fish and marine life and surfing. So it's a wide range of work by Tim Moses that's being exhibited right now.
And that's the focal point for how long?
Focal Point Gallery. The work will be up until the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
And what the gallery has been doing for 39 years now. I think the gallery is probably the oldest gallery in the Bronx.
I can't believe I've been passing by
Yeah,
this gallery.
39 years.
Yeah.
It's a long history. I opened up in 1974.
You started it yourself?
Yes, an artist myself, a photographer.
Yeah.
I started showing my own work, and after a while I decided that there were other artists who were in need, like myself, to be able to show their work.
So you take everything down, put a new art. Who comes
Once
in
a
December?
month. In December, that's an open show. I call artists curate themselves.
The open show.
Open
we're
show.
We're going to be there.
Yeah.
Open.
It's open to any artist who wants to put in their work. I make it a very simple process. I let them decide what they want to show.
Yeah, but who qualifies for this? I mean, you're not going to put anything in.
Oh, yes, I will.
You do?
Yep, I make it very easy.
I can draw. I'm an artist.
You frame it and put it up.
You will?
Absolutely.
Let me see while you're talking about this, let me see if I can draw something. Who inspired you to do this? I mean, you started 39 years ago.
Well, my inspiration in terms of being an artist was my grandmother. I grew up watching her paint all my life, and hey, you're doing pretty good. I like that. And there was a need to have work shown, because I had a hard time getting my work out there, so I figured I'd do it myself, and that's why I opened up the gallery to show my work. But then I realized there were other artists like myself who needed the opportunity for an alternative space, and that's what Focal Point Gallery became, an alternative space to the snobs in Manhattan. And now you can come and show your work. to help support the gallery, I just asked for a $20 hanging fee. So if you have $20, your work is going to go up. And if you want to sell, the gallery will take 30%. We have a huge opening with wine and cheese, and the work will stay up for the entire month. The great thing about the exhibitions is that it brings a tremendous number of people from all over to come and see the work. So generally with these shows, I get at least 30 artists showing their work, and each one brings their crowd. And you can begin to network. You may not sell your work, but you certainly will make connections. And that's one of the beauties of Focal Point.
Yeah. You think I'll qualify if I put something up like this?
I like that. we'll put a frame on that and we'll put it up.
No.
You got to sign it. You got to sign it.
You think so? I can't.
And we'll put in.
I can't put this on. You don't take stuff like this.
You give me $20, I'll put it up.
So you've been in there for 39 years, and you started it. What are some of the different varieties of subjects that are in there?
With Tim Moses, as I said, he has a wide range of work from nautical scenes, sailing, and
I like
sea life. But when I change the shows, and it's generally an open show to different artists, there's photography, there's painting.
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah, do you take photography?
Oh, absolutely. I have to. I'm a photographer. I mean, that's my material.
Yeah, because that's art too. It may not be drawing, but you know.
Oh, photography is probably, I think, one of the best materials out there, because it's changing all the time.
Right.
In the beginning, photographs were made on metal, and now they're on little chips.
Yeah, you had to go to the dark room and all that stuff, and the acetate.
I spent half my life in the dark room.
Yeah.
And now I'm out in the open.
There you go, out in the open. There it is again.
And who knows what it's going to be like 10 years from now.
Yeah.
It's always changing. That's the beauty of photography.
So with technology and everything, people can do different things with photography.
Yeah, now your darkroom is the computer, and I'm enjoying it. It's a wonderful material.
So somebody can come with an iPhone or something like that and say, this is iPhone technology.
There's a whole website that's out there that shows pictures taken just with the iPhone. And a lot of professionals are using iPhones. My first digital camera was 6 megapixels. iPhones are up to what now? 8 and 14 and 24.
Did you have that big Sony thing where you put the floppy disk in the side? You had one of those?
You're aging yourself now.
I had one of those, and somebody had it was working well for a long time.
Yeah.
But one of the artists came up to the radio station, and we were out by the elevator in the lobby. And I took that, I said, let me get one picture, one shot, everybody. And the guy looked at it and said, wow, that's been around for a while.
Yeah.
But it was a good digital camera, and it worked, Yeah,
no,
I used to have a machine that you could put a floppy in.
Yeah, I used to be the photographer that would go underneath the focusing cloth, put in the plates.
Really?
8 by 10.
Wow.
Travel the world with that.
Yeah, when you took the picture, did a big puff of smoke, a plume of smoke?
That old I'm not.
But that could be a picture on your wall, right?
Oh, yeah.
Taking that picture and that plume of smoke comes out in a big flash. I can see it. So what do you see yourself like down the line, 5 years, 10 years?
Doing what I love, which is being a photographer, experimenting with the material, and still running the gallery, giving artists an opportunity to show their work. I love the being able to take artists' work that don't get an opportunity to show their work elsewhere and put it in the gallery, and do that every month. I'm up and down that ladder once a month. That's how I get my exercise.
There you go.
Hanging
The focal
new
point.
shows.
Yeah. Well, it's a great focus to be part of, especially when you're passionate about something, And we're looking forward to maybe stopping by in there. Maybe we have to go into one of the, get a nice fish or a lobster, a steak dinner or something like that in there, and then stop by. What should I do first? Stop by your place and go eat, or eat first and come?
No, stop by my place, get some wine and cheese.
Oh, there you go.
Fill yourself up with that, so that maybe you just need a little snack in one of the other restaurants.
There you go. You can save some money.
And then see the artwork. The December show is the holiday show. Will be December 6th. So artists who are out there listening to this have an opportunity to get their work in. It'll be really a good show.
There you go. Ron, what's your address there?
It's 321 City Island Avenue, Of course, Bronx, New York. Phone number is 718-885-1403.
Everybody head to City Island Focal Point, get some wine and cheese, and check out the art there. Ron, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Focal
It's a
Point,
pleasure.
everybody. Focal Point Gallery, Ron Turner, the Focal Point director. And he started, too. He's the president. All right, thanks, Ron. We got to take a quick break, but when we come up next, we'll find out how to keep our youth safe. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
This was me. And Mom and Dad. And my big brother Alex. And this was the day we all got to forget that I was sick. This was my wish. This was me. And Mom and Dad. And my big brother Alex. And Jack. And this was the day that I learned that sandals get their name from sand. That jellyfish aren't made of jelly. That stars don't just come from the sky. That the ocean is bigger than all of us. This is the day we all got to forget that I was sick. And it changed everything. This was my wish.
Live with a human for a while, and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she does strange tricks for no treats. But the one thing I will never, for the life of me, know is how she gets so tiny and inside that box. Natalie, how do you get so tiny?
Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee. Hey, you know, the Bronx Children's Mobile Crisis Team of the Visiting Nurse Services of New York works to provide support to teens in our community. And joining us now to share more is program leader Stacey Allen. Stacey Allen sounds like a famous name to me. Stacey Allen.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tell us more about what this is all about.
Well, the Bronx Children's Mobile Crisis Team is a program that is under the Community Mental Health Division of the Visiting Nurse Service of New York. It's funded by the Department of Health and Mental Hygiene to service caregivers, families, and educators for youth ages 0 to 18 that are in active psychiatric crisis situations.
Oh, okay. So do you have this this mobile that goes around from neighborhood to neighborhood?
It is mobile. It's not a specific vehicle. We do go into the community. We go into schools.
Oh, you can be
into
just
homes,
jump in your
anywhere.
car and go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
got you.
we're mobile.
That's wonderful. I mean, you know, we need more like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
What was the motivation to start this all?
I think that caregivers and families and educators were trying to come up with a resource to eliminate sending our youth to the hospitals, maybe unnecessarily, maybe without any other resource. If they are concerned about the behavior, not sure if it's something psychiatric that's going on. So this program was birthed out of that to kind of make a connection between servicing the clients and families in their environments and preventing that hospitalization if necessary.
Well, who should give you a call? I mean, if somebody's in trouble, who are these people that are calling you?
Anyone can call the service. If you're a teacher, a parent, a family member, a neighbor, to make a referral for a child that you're concerned about, you would call 1-800-LIFENET.
Yeah.
And it's 1-800-543-3638 is the number.
So a child would have to be in what type of crisis?
And some kind of active psychiatric crisis. There are definitely different criteria, and the way things look, present differently to every person. If people have questions about what that may look like, they can definitely, call our team. And that number is 718-742-7106 if they have questions.
What is it again?
718-742-7106.
Okay. So, but what are some of the things that you have experienced? They call you in reference to...
If they have children or adolescents that are acting out behaviorally, aggression, showing signs of depression, any kind of thoughts or statements of suicidal nature, homicidal nature, if they're concerned about bizarre behavior, drug or alcohol abuse, combined with truancy. So there are a lot of different issues that can come up that may look differently, and we're there to kind of assess and see if there's a psychiatric component that we can help to.
So how do you
assist.
help, though?
Basically what we do is we do a crisis assessment, and the team goes out. There's a family advocate that works with the family in the home. There's a psychiatric social worker that works with the child themselves to either help them get linked to mental health treatment if that's necessary, or provide supports and plans of action to manage the behaviors.
Wow. Did you have to go to school for this, or did the team
Yes.
have to? Yes.
Yes, there are licensed master's level and clinical level social workers, a lot of experience on the team, multiple years, I won't say how many, to...
Well, it's okay.
A lot.
You've been in it for a little while, although you're only 18 years
That's
old.
right. That's right.
But that's a wonderful thing. I mean, people need to know about this, and that's probably why we're here,
Definitely,
right?
definitely.
Create the awareness that there is such a service as yours that can reach out to people in our community who have different situations, different problems.
And we are bilingual. We serve Spanish-speaking community as well. So if you're bilingual, we can accommodate that as well.
Oh, okay, good. And where are you located?
We are at 489-493 East 153rd Street in the Bronx.
Yeah. All right. So there are a lot of people out there with different symptoms and different needs.
Yeah.
But you said you've been doing it for a while. You don't want to tell how long.
Yeah.
But you've been in it and you've experienced a number of things.
Definitely.
In our community.
And today's youth are facing a whole lot of different challenges that may not be relatable to their parents or to their teachers. So we're trying to help and assist.
Did we ever try to get to the root of it, or identify some of these problems as to why kids are acting up or in a certain state of mind?
I mean, I think the root depends on the environments that they come from. I mean, there are a lot of cultural elements that go on, pop culture, media, society. Anything can contribute
so radio,
to behaviors.
TV, internet, environment?
Anything, the way, parenting, some skills are lacking, and that's where we're there to try to help and see how we can assist and give different plans of action to make sure nothing psychiatric is going on. And if it is, treat that. And if not, give the family a plan to deal with the behaviors if it's something that's happening because of the family dynamic.
Do you find that TV and what people listen to and watch on TV and become a part of on the internet contribute to the problems that a lot of our youngsters are having today?
I think there's a lot of influence, but I think there's always a choice. And I think, young people are very smart and they're very on top of what's going on for the most part. And the choice is there to look at it and take it for what it is as entertainment, or to absorb it into your lifestyle and make it a part of who you are. So letting them know there are options to that is part of what we do.
Beautiful. Okay. So people can they can call you. You got that number again that you mentioned?
Yes.
What is it again?
They can, if they want to make a referral, all referrals go through LifeNet. So it's 1-800 LIFENET, and the numbers for that 1-800-543-3638. And if they want to ask questions, if they want to know more about the program, they can call the program directly at 718-742-7106.
Now, Stacey, after you guys assess the problems in our community with the families, is there a follow-up?
Yes. We follow up with the families for a minimum of 4 weeks. We make weekly visits to check on the client or the child themselves, check on the family, see if anything new has come up since we first saw them, let them know about appointments that are coming up that we've made for them as far as mental health treatment if that's the need, assist with sort of some case management pieces if the family's having issues. So we follow for quite a bit.
Well done.
Thank you.
There are a lot of organizations out there that don't really, they just, all right, here, and they put you off with somebody else and they never follow up. They go like this and, all right, what's the next? Because they're getting funding for a certain thing.
No, we're a tenacious,
but it's
tenacious
a wonderful
team.
thing that you're able to follow up.
And we're free. We're a free service.
Yes.
So we don't bill.
Beautiful. All right, give us a number one more time where we can reach you guys for information.
For information, 718-742-7106. And to refer a child or adolescent, 1-800-LifeNet, 1-800-543-3638.
Stacey, you want to say anything that I missed in asking you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Thank you.
Give her a big round of applause, everybody. Stacey Allen, program leader, Bronx Children's Mobile Crisis. Thank you, Stacey. All right, we're going to take a quick short break. I promise it'll be a short break, but when we return, we'll get a quick full body workout. All of you in the audience and you at home can work out along with us, okay? Take a look at the talented Bronx artist. Check this out.
I already knew that I was going to go to college, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science. After that, I'm going to get my law degree. Then I'm going to come back to Detroit, boost the economy, become the mayor or something, try to make the situation better for other people. I feel like I owe it to the city. I'm determined. It's going to happen. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all working with United Way for a million little reasons. The kids of our communities, to ensure their academic success all the way to graduation day. You see, it takes about 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes the same time to create a dropout. And the difference between a kid becoming one or the other could be a professional athlete, or it could be you. Studies showed the earlier we get to kids, the better their chances. So become a United Way volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor, and make a difference in the life of a child, for the life of that child.
Give. Advocate.
Volunteer. Live united. Join your favorite NFL players. Take the pledge. Go to unitedway.org.
Adopting a new pet is a rewarding experience. And Shelter Pets makes super pets. Your new best friend will steal your heart, bring you happiness, and enrich your life for years to come. You can make a difference in the life of an animal. Adopt and bring home a Shelter Pet today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
If I got to go to college, oh my goodness. I like discovering new things. You get to see what works for you and what doesn't. That helps you evolve as a person. And you get to make like a supernova of skill or talent or whatever it is. I've always wanted to go to college. I just feel like that's my destiny. My name is Queen, and I am your dividend.
Joining us to give us a quick full body workout and share more about a pyramid to a better you, we welcome Tracy Knott. Give him a big round of applause, everybody. Tracy Knott is here. I rolled up my sleeves because I may just act like I'm working out, but I'm going to try to work out with you just a little bit. Look, I'm still rolling up the sleeves. Tell us something about dressing up for, I'm not dressed for it, but you're working out in the park still, right?
Yes, sir.
And people have to wear a certain thing because if you're working out in this cold weather.
Right. Yeah, it's cold today. That's right.
But I know you warm up quick, but when you leave there, you got to cover up that neck and put something on your head.
The whole point is when you're working out in cold weather, of course you have to layer up. But as you get going, your body gets warmer and you're fine.
Right.
But once it's over,
put something on.
You got to put something on. Get up
Keep that heat in there. Yeah.
When you're rocking, you're fine.
Because your pores are wide open now.
That's right. But after about 5 to 10 minutes, you'll be fine.
You'll be good.
But my thing is I cover up my hands and my head, my afro here. I got to take care of, so.
There you go. All right, so what are we going to do today?
Well, here's the thing. Where you have, for example, about today being cold weather, you have a lot of people saying, I'm not even going to work out. I'm not going to do anything. It's too cold.
But what do you tell those people? It's too cold. I'm going to skip this one today.
No, you don't. See, the whole point is it's all about what you want out of it. You have a lot of people that they train for powerlifting, and then you have to get to a gym. You have people who just had, like, for example, the marathon, where you have to train for that. If that's what you want. If you want to build endurance, cool. But if you want just to build a better you, meaning work your most important muscle, which is your heart, it's all about what I say with my pyramid that I talk about. It's about diet, cardio, and then the weight training is last. So that's what I'm mainly about. And so the part, what I was saying, where for people that don't have the time, the best time to work out is in the morning. First thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning.
Let's go.
Because you have a couple.
Reveille.
You're good to go. And then what happens is while you exert energy, it looks in your system for something to go off of.
Yeah.
And if your system is empty, that's how you burn fat.
Yeah.
You understand? The second best time is just before you go to bed. Everybody knows while you could stop working out, your body still goes. So
Yeah.
it's a good thing you're still burning. So.
But some people say I can't go to sleep if I have all
Guys,
that.
man, please. No.
You can go right to
You'll
sleep
go to
after-
sleep if you do it the right way. Trust
If you do it the right way.
That's
Your
right.
body still won't be revved up.
No, you'll be good. You'll be good. Especially with my
Your body will
program.
be turned up. All right, so let's turn it up right now. What do we have? What are we going to start off with?
First thing what I always do is I got to start off with cardio. We're just going to run in place with my buddy Lou and
Healthy.
that's right. We're going to run in place for about 5 seconds. And then
So
we'll
she
drop
said her name
down.
was Healthy.
Yeah, I know that. So then after that, we're going to drop down and do push-ups where right into diamonds. You come into here. Now for the people that
These are the diamonds. Have your hands together like
Your
that.
hands are together. But if you have problems doing the push-ups, you go down, you right on your knees and in here. Okay? But we're gonna go right in here.
Get the whole body.
All right. And then when I say pick it up, we'll just pick up the pace. Because again, like I say, I always work on cardio.
Yeah.
Keep that heart rate up. Then we'll skip and skip. From there, we're gonna come up.
And don't worry if you can't do all of this
No,
at this
no, you
pace
do
right
it.
now. Do your own
You
pace.
do what you can. That's
Yeah.
what it's about. Then from there, we're gonna go into the lunges. You come up in here, have your hands up, and you just drop down.
Okay.
Okay? And of course, we'll switch.
All right, you need some music with that?
No, I have music. So we're going here. Then we'll work the back. You're just gonna come down in here for a deadlift. Put your hands in here and drop.
All right.
This works your whole body. Lastly, we get down for your abs. You come up in here. You reach, forearm. Reach, forearm.
And you can feel that everywhere.
That's a cycle.
Yeah. All right. Tracy Knott, everybody. Let's do it. Here we go. Turn it up.
All right. We're gonna run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop it down. Up, down, up, down, up, yeah, down, up, down, up. Pick it up. Go. Yeah. Work. Work. And skip. And skip. And skip. We're up. Pick it up. Top lunges. Body stays straight up. Work up in here. Let's get it. Drop. Yeah. Drop. 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 Switch it up. Other leg. Drop. Work. Work.
Very good.
Work. Work. Let's get in here. For the lower back. And drop. Yeah. Work. Work. Keep your chest up. Work. 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 Down for abs. Let's go. We're gonna look like a team in here.
All right. There we go. The team right here. Here we go.
Hands up. Go back. Forearm up. Work. Ah. Work. Work. Lean back. Work. Squeeze. Work. Here. Ah. Ah. Work. Up. Start the cycle over. Run it. Run. Ah. Run. Run. Bob Lee. Where is he? Here we go. Run. Ha. 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 Down. Let's get here. Ha. Work. Ha. Work. Ha. Work. Ha. Work. Pick it up. Ha. 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 Let's get it.
Oh, I thought we had to get up.
Get up. Back to the lunges. Let's get it. Work. Switch it up. Yeah. Ha. Work. 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 No one's laughing at me. Let's go. Work. Down for abs. Let's finish it off right, y'all. Make some noise on this one. Hands up.
Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Work! Oh, clap it up, baby. Good job.
Everybody take a deep breath. All right, so we're doing it like this in the park.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you have to bring your own mat, blanket.
Or on the grass. It doesn't
On the
matter.
grass.
Because the whole point is you go home, shower, get clean. That's all.
There you go.
It's not a. It's not a.
Raw on the grass. Bam, just
Right.
like that. What park?
Van Cortlandt.
Van Cortlandt Park. Everybody come on out. Be a
And
part of it all.
also, I'm up in White Plains also.
Yeah.
Hard-working man. Keep it going, you know?
So, but just start people off slow. People who just
Yeah.
want to get involved in it, you know. And we'll start with that pyramid. Tell us about the pyramid.
Like I was saying, the whole point is, as you see, we start off with cardio. You can hit a breathing and stop breathing. Breathe hard because you're working your most important muscle. That's how you burn fat. A lot of times, the old way, people used to go to saunas. All you're going to do is sweat. You lose water. That's it. But if you want to burn fat the right way, you do the cardio.
Yeah.
Like I said, on an empty system, that's how you rock. After that, we talk about diet. Diet is very, very, very important.
Yeah.
But hey, what you should do is, as far as diet goes, after you work out, this when the protein shakes come into play. They hit your system right away. Of course, you're supposed to eat every 3 hours, have protein, complex carbs early, the last complex carb meal, 3 p.m.
There you go.
Complex carbs, it works too hard to break it down, you know, so.
Put it all together, build yourself a pyramid, stay healthy, eat healthy. Give him a big round of applause, everybody. Tracy Knott in the house. There you go. Chat, take another quick break, but when we return, we'll cook up a quick, healthy snack. You don't want to miss it. But first, let's look at the kickoff, the 3rd annual Savor the Bronx. Check it out.
Offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all living united to ensure the academic success of millions of kids in our communities all the way to graduation day. But that won't happen without you. So take the pledge at unitedway.org. Make a difference in the life of a child. Suit up like your favorite NFL players and become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor with United Way.
Hi, I'm Darren Jaime, the host of Open on Wednesdays, and we invite you to join us as we explore in the world of news, politics, and current events every Wednesday at 10 a.m. here on Open.
Long before I was in Hollywood, I had a grandmother by the name of Estelle Marie Taylor, positive role models to make sure that I was on the straight path. Big Brothers Big Sisters carefully screens volunteers and places them in long-term mentoring matches with kids who face adversity. With more volunteers, especially men, and more donations, every little who needs a big can have it. Start something. If it's been a while since you've been involved, start something again. Learn more at BigBrothersBigSisters.org.
This was me. And Mom and Dad. And my big brother Alex. And this was the day we all got to forget that I was sick. This was my wish.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad.
A single ember that escapes from a wildfire can travel more than a mile. You can't control where the ember will land, only what happens when it does. Get Fire Adapted now at fireadapted.org.
And welcome back, everybody. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee. We have a young lady here, and she goes by the name of Vanny Lantigua. Give her a big round of applause. Vanny, she's CEO of Antejitos y Manadas, right?
Yes.
That's the name of the business, and
Yes.
you've been in business for a little while?
Yes, it started in 2005,
Uh-huh.
and thank you for having me here
Yeah.
this morning and be able to share a few healthy recipes with you today. Yes,
So you've been doing this for a while. You started here in the Bronx. What made you want to put it together?
Yes, well, you know, I saw the need in the community of eating healthy. Most of the time, you know, we believe that in order to eat healthy, we have to spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I, you know, try to bring the message to our people that you still can have a healthy meal within a budget. We don't need to go necessarily and buy everything organic or everything with the big names in the big healthy stores. There's a lot of things in our own supermarkets and the green markets now all over the city where we can still go and get stuff that we can have and feed our family and still have a healthy meal.
So, Vani, what is this here?
Well, this is actually tortilla cups.
Tortilla cups.
So
and it's made out of what, corn?
It's made out of corn. These are actually with basil. This one here is with basil and tomato.
And so you can mold that any way you want. And
Yes.
So it really comes like this?
It comes like this. Actually, this is a big tortilla that what we did is I cut into 4 because they're very big. So here you have the whole wheat tortilla. This is a spinach tortilla. And this is tomato and basil tortilla.
What's your favorite?
Tomato and basil. But they're all delicious. They're all delicious. And you would be, again, you know, you'll be able to eat healthy stuff here.
So how do you form it into?
So we put it in a muffin tin and we put it in the oven for 5 minutes, 350 degrees. And this is how you get these beautiful little cups.
Oh,
okay.
Beautiful.
That we are, it could be, this is basically like a snack for a healthy snack. And we're going to fill them with a kale salad.
Okay, and it smells good, everything that you have. You can smell the aromas coming from it.
So kale is actually within one of the world's healthiest foods. And you know, we believe sometimes we only think, oh, we can only saute it with garlic and have it with the meat, but actually you can do a delicious soup. You can put it in the stew, in the beef stew if you like meat. Or you can have it also as a shake, which is delicious with all the whole grains. And in this case, we wanted to make a salad, which is not very usual because people usually like the kale cooked. But if you cut it in very, very small pieces like we did here.
But it's healthy and it's still alive.
Yes.
Yes.
And
all right, so what do we do?
You see, so you just add basically whatever you really want to this. But in this case, we chose, because it tastes so good, we chose to put, so thank you. Let's put it here for now.
My hands are very clean.
I'm sure. Orange goes so well with the kale because the kale has that little bit of tartness, but also that little citrusy flavor there. So when you put the orange segments, like sliced very, very small.
Along with the peels.
Along with the peels.
The peels have a lot of vitamins in them.
A lot of vitamins. And as you know, our body doesn't produce the vitamin C. So this is a great way to also have our vitamins.
And remember, vitamin C is water soluble, so you can't have enough of it. The body gets rid of it.
Exactly. So we're going to put some orange segments. Again, you can add whatever fruit you prefer, but this goes so well. And actually, the recipe calls for almonds and cranberries. However, I found the mix of the berries and the almonds and other...
And the grapes.
And
the raisins, rather.
The raisins here. So I thought, why not? You know, it's less expensive. If you go and buy a whole big thing of the almonds and whole big things of the cranberries, it might be a little bit more expensive. If you can find it all together, it's even better. So we're just going to put it in.
Okay.
As much as you want. As you know, recipes always call for a special amount of things. It's actually what you really like in this case.
And if you have enough, just add some more.
Exactly. The only way you have to really worry about measurements is when you're baking. But if you're cooking, you just go along with your own taste, basically.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to put some more of this because I love my cranberries and my almonds.
And this is what you put together in your shop. We can go by your shop. And
yes, absolutely. And in this case, I found the champagne grapes.
Champagne grapes, a little poquito.
Yeah, like the baby
little
grapes.
Chiquitas.
And these are usually very expensive, but if you find it in a good price, like I did this time, just throw it in there. Yes.
How many of these do you use?
About 1/4 of a cup, because we already have the cranberries and the orange there. So basically, what we want to do now is put this together. Okay, like this.
Antojitos maradas.
You can
Manadas.
you can have this just as lunch, snack, or dinner, or whatever you prefer. You can add some chicken if you like to this, or in this case, we're just gonna dress it up with a little bit of balsamic vinaigrette that we prepared.
Throw some grilled chicken in
Right
there.
here.
Maybe throw in some shrimp. I don't know.
Balsamic vinaigrette, right? We're just gonna dress it a little bit, not too much, because we still want to keep the freshness of
Oh, yes.
the salad. And you already have all the ingredients mixed together. Now we're going to start by putting it in our little cups. And this is delicious. You can have it for your family. The kids love it.
Do you use a fork and get it at it, or you just bite into it?
You just bite into it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Or you can use a fork. It's really what you
can
prefer.
be neat about it if you want to.
Exactly. I mean, we're just going to fill all this up. And this is a great snack for the family, for your guests, if you're entertaining. This is great as well. It looks beautiful.
All
It looks
right.
appetizing. People are really
Well, pass
good.
that one over this way.
Okay, there you go. You
Can
tell
I
me.
crunch down and munch down, you guys? Should I do it?
Yes,
Just bite in. What part should I bite into it? Anywhere?
anywhere you want.
I'll put my big hand underneath it
There you
because I know
go.
it's gonna. Mmm.
What do you think?
Oh, interesting. I'm loving it.
Right? Can you taste the peel of the orange?
I can, yes.
And it's just so interesting, right? You like it?
The peel kick, it kicks it up a notch, you know?
Yes, it does, definitely. So
We're not supposed to eat and talk, but we're trying to do the best we can. So where are you located again?
We are located right now in Manhattan,
Mm-hmm.
109th Street in Amsterdam, but we do cater all over New York. We do come a lot to the Bronx,
Mm-hmm.
and because of the Vive tu Vida, the campaign that we're participating with Columbia University, we go everywhere in
What
New
university?
York. Columbia.
Columbia University, yeah.
Yes. It's a campaign against obesity and diabetes, starting with kids from 5 until
Wonderful.
adults. And
Healthy eating, healthy living.
Yes,
Come to your
absolutely.
spot. Once again, it's where?
109th Street in Amsterdam.
Antojitos y manadas. Aha! There we go. Give her a big round of
Wonderful.
applause, everybody. Vanny.
Thank you.
La Antigua. And I'm going to munch on this a little bit. You guys hungry? You guys hungry? You're hungry? Come and get some, okay?
Yeah,
What's
we
the
have
location
plenty.
one more time?
109th Street and Amsterdam Avenue in Manhattan.
There you go. You have a website? Can we go in and check out some of this
Yes,
stuff?
Antojitos y Monadas, blogspot.com, and we're also on Facebook. Still working on the website, but it's coming soon.
Or go to bronxnet.org and you can check it all out, okay?
Wonderful.
Thank you so much. Give her another big round of applause.
Thank you so much
I'll
for
take
having
another
me,
bite.
everyone.
She's moving out of the way because it's coming all over the place. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's show. And I'd like to thank our guests for joining us, and you, our viewer, for tuning in and checking it all out. If you missed any part of today's show, you can tune in to the Recablecast at Open at 5 and 10 p.m. Don't eat with your mouth open or while you're chewing. Or you can watch anytime on the web. I know you guys are watching me heavy. BronxNet.org, or you can catch an all-new episode Wednesday at 10 a.m. with Darren Jaime. Always remember this: what you are is God's gift to you, and what you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice and let your choice control the chooser. From all of us here at Open, have a great and enjoyable day. Thank you so much. This is delicious.
Thank you. I'm so
Thank
happy.
you.
Like it. I hope everybody tries it.
Want a bite? Thank you very much, everybody. This is great.
Thank you.